hesitation are just some advantages of designing your own automated Forex trading system. Alex De Beer, the winner of the Dukascopy Bank JForex competition, has arrived here in Geneva to celebrate and to explain to me how it's done. Can you talk me through the basis of your strategy?
The fundamental of the strategy is actually pretty simple. It's a moving average crossover strategy. So you have a slow moving average and a fast moving average. And whenever the fast moving average crosses over the slow one, that generates a buy signal. And when it goes under the slow one, it generates a sell signal. The peculiarity of the strategy is that I used adaptive moving averages, basically describing oscillations in time. And this works in physics, but it also works in the financial market. And to do this, we use a principle called maximum entropy spectral analysis, which also lies at the base of MAMA moving average. So what I did is I used this moving average, adapts its period to the dominant oscillation in the market. So what will happen if you have a trend is there's a trend starting, and on top of this trend there's some kind of oscillation. Ideally, filter out this oscillation, leaving you only with the trend.
So now you said to me that you started in November, didn't you? And you had 2 unsuccessful attempts.
Right.
So why do you think it went well for you in January?
I started in November, and
Yeah.
the first unsuccessful attempt was simply because I had a bug in my script.
Nice.
So whatever trade it took, it just immediately closed it down at 1 pip loss. So obviously you don't make a profit if you consistently make a 1 pip loss. The current strategy I also used in December, but because it's a trend following strategy, it requires at least a trend. And the first half of December was still reasonable fluctuations in the price, but the second half was more or less flat because of the holidays. And I quickly lost all money. January started off with a very volatile first 2 weeks, so the price basically went down and then it went back up again. So that was ideal for trend following strategies. And the one thing that made it very successful is that I put a take profit level that somehow turned out to be exactly the amplitude of the oscillations of the first wave of the trend. So it just caught exactly this entire first wave. Then it went back down, at which point my strategy shorted for a small profit, and then it went back up again, and I again took a very big profit of the second wave. And I was very lucky to have set this take profit level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's always room for improvement.
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
I have this strategy now, and it's reasonably successful, and I just want to build on it. I just want to make it more efficient and more reliable.
So we've heard from Alex just there, but right now I'm joined by one of our Dukascopy Bank experts here, one of our risk managers, Vagram. So hello to you. Please can you explain to me what is so special about this strategy, why Alex won?
We can see that the strategy's code was quite simple. There are about 200 lines in the code, so if you can spend about a few minutes to walk through the code and you can understand the code easily. And what's also interesting, I tried to backtest the strategy. It's actually quite important. When you have the strategy, you have to see the results on the history. And I could see that the backtesting results were quite similar to the live trading. Actually, my conclusion about this strategy would be that it's a perfect example for using on the JForex strategy contest. The strategy was written for one currency pair. It was well optimized, very easy written, and very clear code. So I would really congratulate Alex with this win.